Assalamu alaikum. Hi everybody. It's a pleasure for us to invite you for our webinar for IEEE PES Day, and pleasure to found Mr. Ram from Region 10, Bombay, India. Mrs. Reham Gamal, our sustainable lead engineer. She is our speaker today. Let me give her the mic. Also, we can begin, but first I would like to introduce Mrs. Reham. She is an architecture engineer. She is interested in the lead and sustainable projects and buildings. We are going to proceed with her today in the energy efficiency in green buildings presentation. I'm going to give her the host. We can begin, and if there is somebody else is going to attend with us, yani inshallah they are going to get us. Thank you, and let's begin, Engineer Reham.
Okay, I'm waiting for the host. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Reham. How are you?
Hi. All is good. How are you?
All is perfect.
Okay. Okay. Let me introduce myself. I know that Ahmed introduced me before, but I would like to add that I work in sustainable field or green building field since 2016. I have participated in many lead projects. Alhamdulillah, I got this opportunity. Now I'm working in engineering solution. We're a lead consultant based in Egypt. Alhamdulillah, we are 50% market share. We have, remarkable projects. I was lucky to participate on some of this. So I will be pleased to give this presentation, and I hope you get any information from it, inshallah. So let's start. We're going to talk about green building, and we will focus on energy efficiency. First of all, I want to highlight why green building is important, why we should focus on it. Globally, green buildings are responsible for 40% of total end-use energy. This is globally. And 24% of CO2 emissions, which leads to climate change, as we all know. So, focusing on this sector, building sector, is important and more important than, for example, industry or transportation. This is why we have like a potential, a huge potential in building sector. If we convert it to green, we will have a bigger impact in environment, okay? If we focused on building, which end use or which source need more energy? If we looked at, for example, residential or commercial sector, we will find that heating and cooling are the most end use that need energy. That's why we have to focus on this. After that, we will find that water heating, for example, domestic water heating or lighting, maybe miscellaneous load come after that, okay? So Now we will define what is green building. U.S. Green Building Council, as we know, it is an organization which is responsible for a LEED rating system. It has a definition for green building. Green building, it's start from the planning process. It's a whole approach, starting from planning, design, construction, operation of the building, even renovation, even demolition. It has all the life cycle of the building. It's integrated approach. It's not looking at only resource efficiency or something. No, it's a huge approach starting from planning through demolition. And it has, you know, a lot of categories inside it. For example, it focuses on energy efficiency, water efficiency, indoor environmental quality, material reuse, site planning, even the location of the building. Let me give you an example. If we have, you know, two buildings, the two buildings are the same, but they are located in different locations, okay? But they are the same, typically the same specs, the same material, the same footprint, the same design, everything, but they are located in different locations. One location of this have, you know, a walkability area. People can walk. They have transportation, access to transportation, and the other area in a rural area where people, you know, where you drive miles to reach your destination or reach your home. Which one of the two homes are more sustainable or more green? Of course, the one where people could walk to it or could take transportation or could use their bicycle to reach their destination. The other home where people drive miles, and imagine that everyone in the family has a car, so they will generate greenhouse gas emissions like, you know, more than the other building. So that's why green building, it has a whole approach, starting from the location of the building, the site of the building, after that, looking into the building itself, energy, water efficiency, indoor environmental quality, and the impact of the building in the environment. Okay, I hope this is clear for you guys.
Mrs. Ram, can we share the presentation slides also for our...
Okay, صح. All this talk and you don't see the presentation? Nobody noticed?
Thanks so much. It's clear now. Thank you.
ماشي اوكي شكرا. Why don't you guys يعني ما قلتوش يعني. Okay.
Okay, but we يعني it was clear and we understand. You got it. Thank you. شكرا. هو كانت الدنيا واضحة يعني. أشكرك ربنا.
Okay. I will ask at last of presentation, huh? Okay. So we talked about green building definition. Now we'll discuss what is the benefit of green building. You know, green building have many benefits, benefits that we can feel and benefits we can't feel so much. What we can feel that it has, you know, bills, the bills you pay, money you pay. Of course, you will feel that you're paying less in energy bills and water bills. What you will not feel that CO2 emissions from your building, it will be much less than any traditional building, okay? Of course, also solid waste, it will be much less than any building comparable to your building. So green building will help you to reduce your energy use, maybe 25 to 50% CO2 emissions, 33% to 39%, and water use, you can reduce your water consumption 40%. It's such easy, and we achieve it in many projects. And solid waste, you can take it to 70% even in construction phase or design phase by implementing some strategies. We will discuss it as we move on the presentation. You can reach to 70%. Okay, I hope this is clear. Okay, so what also are benefits of green buildings? Okay, green buildings can reduce 30 to 40% in operation costs. And what we mean by operation cost, maintenance cost, so it will save for you later. So, many clients, they want to be green. It helps them so much in their image, green corporate image. It may help them in corporate sustainability reports they made or something like that. So huge corporate, they go for sustainability for their image. And maybe they don't care about energy consumption or water consumption, saving money, but their image will be much better by going green. Also, safety of occupant and health, because green building promote health, and we will know it through the presentation why green building promote health. Also, it address people comfort. It improve productivity for people, in the place. Operation practice, مثلا something like commissioning. They bought strategies for building operation. Also, new techniques and technologies in green building. Here in this image, we will notice that this is image from UHGBC, and they talk about that maybe employees or workers, they are more productive in green building by 18%. Students, they have higher test score and they learn faster. And we can explain or give example for this. For example, a student in green building, they address something like acoustics. It's it's something very important and critical in schools. When you address acoustics, you give the student the ability to focus without noise. You reduce noise. That's why they can concentrate more and achieve higher grades. Another example that it improve indoor air quality. That's why students go to school frequently and they don't take vacations. That's why maybe they achieve, they learn faster and they achieve higher grade, for example. Okay. So now we're gonna talk about strategies, main strategies that's used in green building. Okay. This is, this is like features that we can find in every green building. When you think about green building, you have to think about these features. The first strategies we're gonna talk about is material. Why material in green buildings are different than any other building. For example, wood we use in green building, we make sure it's responsible and sourced from responsible forests. It's environmentally responsible and socially responsible. For example, FSC wood. It's a wood certified from third party. When we see this logo or this FSC, we know that this material is responsibly sourced, without harming the environment. This is one of the strategy. Of course, recycled content in any material help us in green building. Any material we use in building you know, wood, maybe stone, building envelope, steel, gypsum board, ceramic, any finishing material or any material, one of component of the building have a recycled content. It help us very much in a green building. Okay, having a recycled content. Also, material that are non-toxic and recyclable. It's one of the strategies we focus on materials sectors. Okay. We're gonna talk also about, materials that has low VOC because it has, impacts on indoor environmental quality. We're gonna discuss it. And of course, برضو carpeting that made of recycled content. It's one of the strategies help us in green building. Okay. Okay. Let's move to building insulation. Building insulation, it's a critical in any green building. Having a well-insulated building has a great effect on its energy consumption and energy efficiency. So a well-insulated building will not let the heat outside to transfer to the building and will not let the cool air inside the building to go out. So having a good thermal mass for the building walls, building roof, building floor will have great impact, and it has effects on cooling load or HVAC sizing. It can reduce it by having a good envelope. Okay. Building insulation has many forms. It could be a spray foam. It could be insulated block or insulated masonry. It could be plates. It has many types on market which we can use. Here we're not discussing the types of insulation, but we just focus on its effect on the building and the building energy consumption. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. One of the main strategies also in green building is indoor air quality and having fresh air inside the building, having the right quantity of fresh air. Usually we refer to ASHRAE 62.1 ventilation to calculate or to know the amount of fresh air that we need in the building, how many fresh air we need, and recirculated air also. Okay, so having a fresh air will help the building will not create mold and moisture. It will save the indoor environmental quality in the building. Okay, but having a much fresh air will result in consuming more energy, because this is a hot fresh air coming from outside, and you use your HVAC system to cool it, so it consumes energy. That's why we have to use the right amount of fresh air. And we can use strategies to help in efficiency, have efficiency for this fresh air. For example, we can use like DCV or like this photo DCV system. When you have a little occupancy at the room, the CO2 sensor gives signal to that damper to adjust the amount of fresh air or reduce it according to the number of people. That's how we can achieve efficiency in energy consumption, and at the same time keeping a good indoor air quality. Okay. Okay. I will assume this is okay. Okay.
Okay.
Something very important in indoor air quality, the materials we use. You know, guys, that every material around us, it emits chemicals. Like without we feel, you know, for example, painting, adhesives, sealants, carpeting, walls, flooring material, it emits VOC or violet organic compounds. Maybe sometimes we say BOC, it emits BOC. This VOC, it has a health effects. Okay, it can cause cancer and disease. So we focus on the material we use in any green building that it doesn't have a VOC or have a low content VOC. Okay, because it has, you know, a very bad impact on our health. How we make sure that this material is low VOC? You know, guys, what is VOC? You know, when you go to a new room or something and you smell the pins. You smell the pins. You know this smell. This is the smell of VOC or violet organic compounds. It's something you just smell it. Some people love this smell. Okay. So how we know that this material has a low VOC? We know this, or we judge this material from two aspects. The first aspect is the content. You can get this information from the manufacturer. How much VOC they put on this material? Okay, it will be a gram per liter. For example, they put 50 grams from VOC per every liter. So when you have a low VOC content, you will have a good material. The second aspect is the emission of this material, how this material emits in the place you live in. And we know this through testing for this material. We take this material to a laboratory where they conduct a very tight test. They put this material in a condition similar to the condition we live in, and they measure the amount of VOC that this material emits in the air, and it will be a very minor, you know, maybe it's 0.5 gram. It's something very minor. This is how we know that this material have low VOC. This is how we assess this material, by the content of it and the emissions it emits into the air. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The fourth strategy in green building, which is very important. I think we will not have enough time. Inshallah, we will. Okay, it's lighting. Okay, and daylighting. You know that we spend 90% of our time spending it indoor, even in your house or even in your office, but we spend 90% of our time is indoor. Daylight is an important factor. It maybe it increases our productivity. It makes you more satisfied when you work in environment, when you have access to daylight. It affects you even physically, you will be more productive and you will be more satisfied. So daylighting is important, and we will discuss this later, how to achieve a good daylight in a building. The second part is artificial lighting, how to use something like energy efficiency and lighting such as LED lighting. Also, having a skylight or solar tubes will help in achieving a good daylight. The fifth feature or strategy that is found a lot in green building is renewable energy. Renewable energy, it may be a PV or solar photovoltaic panel, or if you have a huge demand on domestic hot water, using solar water heaters will help us to achieve energy efficiency. If of course we have a great demand for hot water, otherwise it will not have a huge impact.
Engineer Ham, sorry, we are going to have only about 5 minutes, and we have to give about 1 or 2 minutes for our participant if there is any questions, and then we are going to take a photo for the event. So please, thank you.
Okay, okay, so okay, let's talk about water inside the building, indoor and outdoor, and we will not get through as a presentation. Maybe next time, maybe another event or something. Okay. So guys, water is طبعا a huge issue in green building. Saving water is such important. We can achieve water indoor by the first strategy, using efficiency first. It's something very important in thinking green, efficiency first. So having a low flow fixtures, for example, dual flush toilets, low flow showers, low flow lavatory faucets will achieve reduction in water consumption. After that, we think about gray water. Maybe we have gray water from municipal. Maybe we collect rainwater or collect condensate water and use it in flushing or use it in irrigation. Okay, that's how we can reduce water inside the building. Okay, reducing water outside the building, the same concept, efficiency first. How we achieve efficiency first? Through the species or of plants. When we use a low irrigation plants that is native and doesn't need much water. So it starts from the design. After the having a good design which doesn't require much water, we look at gray water. We can use gray water. We look at the efficiency of the irrigation, such as drip irrigation. After that, we look at, as I mentioned, gray wood. Okay. I wish I have time to talk about green building practices that we do in much of projects we have worked in. Okay, but I think we don't have enough time, so maybe another time, inshallah. I hope you guys get something from what I did. I hope even a small information كده, I would be happy.
Yes, sure, of course, and it was clear that the session was clarifying the coordination between the departments, especially the architecture department. Somebody or someone asked me what's the relation between all of that, the sky view, even the water, especially the previous slide about talking or about water, why we are caring about water conservation. if you think for 1 minute, this is about energy conservation, because nowadays they are using the pumps, they are using the water treatment stations. All of this is going to help us in conserve our energy. It will reflect or impact about our energy, electrical energy. Also, if we are going to use whatever the generated energy, the supplied energy, we are going to make it efficient. We are going to make energy conservation, use it يعني it will be with no يعني or less waste sky view for يعني saving the energy lights at day, and the U values and the insulation for the buildings to save the capacity of AC and the conditioning, air conditioning. Yes, so it was يعني a clear and a very good presentation. Thanks so much. I think I enjoy it. I found it so يعني impressive. It was a reflect for the architecture.
Okay, I would like this to mention that the second part of the presentation, we will go deep in energy modeling and energy performance, and what is the data required for energy modeling, the loads, HVAC system, how to reduce this load, and recommendation for energy efficiency. So the first part, it was about green building, and you know that the measures found in most of green buildings. The second part, we were focusing on energy efficiency and energy modeling, but we didn't have opportunity to discuss it. Maybe we may make another event or something, just to go deep in something important like energy modeling. So who asked this question, I know that he was exciting about energy efficiency, and we didn't talk so much about it. So sorry for this. Okay, guys, you're here.
Let's talk picture, please, for this event.
Okay. خلاص finished.
1 minute, please. 1 minute, please.
It's my bedtime على فكرة. يلا.
Can I make a quick question about the presentation we just had regarding the products which has no VOC?
Okay.
Is there any standard system or an organization or a third party that can ensure, maybe for the personal use or someone who just buys for his own house, to be sure that the product he is buying is actually a low VOC product?
Yes. You know, you can find this online, but one of the, third parties is CDBH. It's something California Department, blah, 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 blah. And you can find the certificates for this online. I can, let me share with you how you can find a sustainable material online. You can go for a website called Spot for sustainable.
Hello, excuse me, I just lost you for a second.
1 minute, please. We are going to invite Mrs. Reham again. 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. We are going to return back 1 minute. Only we are going to invite Engineer Reham again. يا باشمهندس، احنا ممكن ندخل تاني. انا فتحت على نفس اللينك على فكرة. اتفضلي اتفضلي. ما شاء الله.
Hi. Hi. Hi, guys. Hi, guys.
Hello. Yes.
Hi. Did you get your answer? Is it
Yeah,
clear?
I got my answer. I have another, the
Question?
last question. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to take your time.
So much.
Just one last question regarding is for the green building in Egypt. There is any kind of government support for the individuals or corporation to implement the green building solution?
Have we have many initiatives. Even we have our green building rating system. We have pyramids green building rating system. Till now, in my opinion, I think it's not taking a huge place. The market is dominated by LEED and American standards, because it have image and branding more than Egypt Green Building Council or any other rating system related to Egypt. So I hope in future it change, and we support something like this. We have our rating system. It will be good for us because we're paying so much for American standards or American organization. So it would be better if we can make a branding for our own rating system. Even in Germany, in Italy, in Canada, in Saudi Arabia, every country has its own rating system. But the most strengthened one is LEED. For now, it has a good branding. So clients are interested and need more than any other rating system. Okay.
Okay, very clear. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
There is another question from Mr. Nedi. He is asking, is there another concept or another way for the buildings to be more efficient rather than green buildings?
I don't know what.
I told him that there is also the PMS. It's systems we can use, building management systems. It's depending on sensors and it's management system which we can use instead of the human being or instead of depending on the human being in it's a way. Yes, it's a way to save energy same as green building.
Yes, maybe it's, yeah, it address, yeah, you know, it address something. Yeah, but green building is a whole approach. It's take into consideration many aspects. So of course, building management system or PMS is one of the features that help you to be a green, in my opinion. Such as having a PV panels. It doesn't mean that you are a green building if you're using so much energy and you achieving it by a solar panel. Okay, it's green building is a whole approach. It addressing energy, water, environmental quality, the location of the building, the site of the building, the human health. You know. I hope that this is clear.
Yes, we would like to thank Engineer Osama Azam for his sharing for the lead version 4.1 for BDC. And
Yes.
even there is an Excel sheet. Thanks so much, Engineer Osama Azam. And he is asking, could you please mention how many points we take when we save energy in each section to get platinum or gold?
Okay, so let me, you know, open. Do you guys see the? Do you guys see this? See the screen, my screen, or no?
No.
Okay, share screen. Can you give me the host, please, Ahmed, so I can share my screen?
Okay, 1 minute, please.
Okay, take your time.
Here you are. You take the host now.
Tamam. Okay. Okay, here we have the lead scorecards. Here, if we take a look, every credits have points. When we achieve this credit, we achieve the points here, okay? Our goal is to achieve at least 40 points to be a certified, and this is the minimum level we could achieve. After that, we go for silver from 50 points, gold, and the platinum. I think Mr. Ahmed asked a question, how to achieve a platinum level. For achieving a platinum level, we will try to get more points as much as we can. If we focused on energy efficiency, here, highlighted here, you will find that it has 18 points. 18 points, it means that you are efficient if you want to get the 18 points, the whole 18 points. And this is, you know, something very challenging to achieve a 50% reduction from the baseline. You know, I was intended to illustrate what is the baseline, and I don't know if we have the time, but our baseline here is ASHRAE 90.1, and we compare our building to this baseline, the baseline according to ASHRAE. Okay, so achieving the 18 point, it means that you are efficient 50% by the baseline. I think this will help you to, you know, achieving the whole points by 80 points or more to achieve a platinum level. Okay, but you know, 18 you will have to achieve more points in material, in indoor environmental quality, in sustainable sites, in water efficiency, in location and transportation. So, you know, it's not only about energy efficiency to get the platinum level, and you can get the platinum level and by having maybe 8 points here, but you achieving more points in another categories. I hope this is clear. And if you have, you know, if you want to discuss anything.
Yes, it's clear. And يعني, thanks so much. Again, I'm only confirming something for our participant that there was a question: what's the relation between this lead and between the energy conservation and the clean energy revolution? Be honest, it's a whole system. It must be integrated. Yani we can talk about clean energy revolution as per the photovoltaic and or the solar cells or the wind energy or whatever from the outside or the generating point, and then in the end use we are going to use it with يعني no care. We are going to use the appliances with يعني
Energy
the old
efficient appliances like Energy Star or something.
yes, like this. So we have to make it integrated. We have to care about the inside, even the water, which is not related to our energy or electrical department, but it's going to reflect or it's going to have a big impact on the motors or the submersible pumps and like this, and even the treatment stations. So it's an integrated system. We can say that
Yes.
we are only going to talk about the clean energy revolution as per the solar and the photovoltaic or the wind or the generation stations. Thanks so much.
Yes.
If you want to complete the next slides, we can take a brief in few minutes, and then we are going to thank you because we was glad to take this presentation.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you for the opportunity. Okay, it's a pleasure to be here with IEEE. Okay, so thank you. So in the coming slides, we were talking about, or we are going to talk about integrative process, how to, you know, have from the beginning, the integrative between project team and achieving synergies between systems. It starts from the planning process, how to design the building to be a sustainable by addressing something like building orientation, building envelope, what is optimum window to wall ratio to achieve in our building, what is the lighting level. It's something starting from the early design, it's from the concept design. It gives us recommendation for shading, where to put shading in which facade, where to put our PVs, which you know, side of the building has solar radiation more than the other. So it gives us in the beginning of the project recommendation, which we take it and achieve it after that in schematic design or detailed design phase. So, you know, after that, we will gonna talk about energy performance, optimize energy performance, how to measure that you are efficient, what are the main systems we focus in efficiency, and they are lighting, building envelope, surface water heating, and of course HVAC. Okay. So for energy modeling, we usually use, you know, a software design builder. What are the data required for energy modeling? Of course, the geometry of the building, the floor, operating schedules. It transforms the building. Changing in schedule will have a great impact on building consumption. Mechanical plans, electrical plans, it's something, you know, important or required data just to make energy modeling for our building. Of course, building envelope, layers of construction, layers of wall, floor, of envelope, the insulation we have, it will have a great impact, or it's, you know, a critical information we need to perform a model or energy model. Internal loads such as occupancy, miscellaneous load, people in the place, equipments we use, okay, and the HVAC system we use in the building, of course, and also utility rates. This is the data required in order to perform energy model. In short, just the summary. Okay, here, as I mentioned earlier, when we compare our building to ASHRAE 90.1 to measure the efficiency of our building, how much efficiency we achieved in our building. Okay, this is a recommended strategies to achieve efficiency by using thermal okay.
حبيبي السلام عليكم. كيفك يا ريس؟
This is weird, but هنعديها. Interior ولا يهمك. HVAC system, using efficient HVAC system. Okay, of course, renewable energy. Here is daylight and how to achieve a good daylight in the building. Of course, it will have effect on energy efficiency. When you have a daylight, a good daylight, you will not, you know, turn on artificial light, so it will save energy. Okay. This is a phenomenon called heat island reduction. It talks about how urban areas has, you know, a great 1 or 2 degree more than rural areas. This is because of concrete blocks and you know, black asphalt. It you know, absorbs the heat from sun and absorb it and you know, emit it at night, so you feel hot during the night and you feel hot during the whole day. Okay, here we address how to use a reflective material or a material with a solar SRI, solar reflectance index, a high solar reflectance index to reflect the sun rays on building roof and on building hardscape and pavement. Okay, this slide we're gonna talk about in short light pollution reduction. This address the building exterior lighting. Okay, as shown here in this picture, that the best solution for exterior lighting to have a full cutoff. Having this full cutoff, you know, it will just light the area you want. So you will not light any other areas you don't want. So it means that you are energy efficient. And this is called a light pollution when you have light in the sky. So it's a big problem for the environment. It can lead to misguidedness for birds. It can make noise for you know, your neighbors, for animals living in the place. So it's an environmental problem. You address it by having a full cut off exterior lighting fixture where you light just the area you want and your light doesn't trespass through other areas. Okay, so this is in short the second part of the presentation. You know, I hope guys you got any information, even a little information. I would be happy for it. Okay,
very clear, thank you.
Okay, okay, don't worry, Usama.
very clear, Riham, and thanks for this wonderful presentation. It was very clear and it was very interesting. شكرا
hope it
جزيلا
was.
باشمهندسة ريهام. فعلا استفدنا. وضحنا الجانب الآخر من التنسيق مع بعض الإدارات اللي ما كناش بنهتم فعلا بالتنسيق معاها. وضحنا إن في حاجات بسيطة قوي ممكن تبدو يعني إن هي أجزاء مش في نطاق العمل الخاص لا بالإلكتروميكانيك ولا بمجال الطاقة، ولكن هي قد تبدو لأول وهلة إن هي مجال معماري بحت. بس في الآخر الإمباكت بتاعها أو إن هي بتنعكس يعني على المجال بتاعنا، وفعلا بيكون ليها تأثير قوي جدا. وضحنا الكلام ده في السكاي فيو وتأثيرها على الإضاءة وتوفير الإضاءة بالنهار. وضحنا حتى التوفير على التكييف الداخلي بإن إحنا ممكن نعزل المبنى اللي هو الانفلوب زي ما حضرتك أشرت إليه. وضحنا حتى المية اللي هي ممكن تكون بعيدة تماما عن نطاق التوفير عندنا كطاقة، ولكن هي هتأثر على المواتير اللي بترفع علشان الخزانات، محطات التحلية. يعني هتفرق كتير معانا في توفير الطاقة. مشكورة حضرتك يعني وضحتي في المجال الخاص بالانرجي كونسرفيشن الليد لايتس وحاجات تانية. شكرا جدا. فعلا كانت برزنتيشن انترستنج جدا، مكمله للبرزنتيشنز اللي كانت معانا قبل كده في الاي تريبل اي، زي البرزنتيشن اللي قبل كده اللي كانت بتتكلم عن رينيوبل انرجي مع المهندس اسامه، وزي البرزنتيشن اللي كانت مع دكتور زويده. اشكرك جدا على الفرصه العظيمه ديت. اشكرك على البرزنتيشن الرائعه ديت.
ميرسي. شكرا ليكم وشكرا participants كلهم بجد، يعني شكرا استحملتونا. شكرا.
العفو وشكرا جدا. لو في أي أسئلة، لو في أي حاجة قبل ما نختم النهاردة البرزنتيشن بتاعتنا
اوكي. ميرسي يا جماعة، شكرا. I can share here my email if you guys can I do it?
Yes you can. وطبعا حضرتك أو السادة هيبعتوا لنا الإيميل برضو، بس مش هنا بقى على الإيميل بتاعنا. شكرا جزيلا. حضرتك ممكن تعملي شير للإيميل بتاعك لو في أي questions ممكن حضرتك تردي عليها لو في حد محتاج أي حاجة.
Okay, I would be more happy يا جماعة. اوكي يا جماعة، thank you so much بجد. ميرسي قوي.
شكرا ونشوفكم على خير إن شاء الله. شكرا. السلام عليكم.
أي طلبات؟
شكرا على ذوقك كتير.
ماشي، ميرسي. باي باي.
باي باي. السلام عليكم. كل سنة وانتم طيبين ورمضان كريم. السلام عليكم.
باي باي. Okay, assign